Of the Cushman's citrus dynasty, and they bring to us the Cushman's 7.5 or 15-pound Florida Honeybell box. They're new this month. Now, this is the first time we're featuring it in Morning Q Live. So for those of you that have historically looked to these every year at this time, because they only come in this one time of year, now's your opportunity. $34 for the 7.5-pound bag, or $58 if you pick up the 15. And here's the deal. If you get the 15, you're going to save 10 bucks, because 2 times 34 is 68. So, I mean, 58 as opposed to 68. So it actually works out to be better if you buy more. And once you have that first case, you're going to be so sorry that you didn't get the additional 15.
Yeah, folks get worried about, gee, well, how long will they last?
Right.
They won't
last very long. That's
long.
right. Even if you eat one a day for 15 or 30 days, you're going to be in good shape. So let me just say this. I mean, have you ever looked at an orange and squeezed it to find this type of juice coming out? And the answer is probably not, unless you've had it Cushman. And there's a reason why. Alan, talk to us about what a Honeybell is.
Well, Jane, let me just move this out of the way here. A Honeybell is a cross between a Dancy tangerine and a Duncan grapefruit. Back in the 1800s, late 1800s, they were trying to find new varieties of citrus, so they were crossing things. Well, they crossed this many, many times. Scrap the results until one day, hanging on the branch, and that's how it happens.
Yeah.
You take a little pollen from this tree and put it,
and then you got to wait.
And then you got to wait and see what happens.
To do its thing, right?
And finally, one day, that's what was growing on the tree. This
right.
beautiful little specimen here.
And there it is.
Oh, that's our warehouse. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. They're hand-picked carefully and skillfully packed in a packing house close to the grove and delivered right fresh to you. And I promise you this, when you open the box in your house, in your kitchen, you'll smell that sweet Honeybell smell.
Yum. That's good stuff.
Oh, wow.
And let me tell you, they're so juicy that it actually comes with bibs, so that when you are ready to enjoy your Honeybells, you put your bib on, and you will need it. Trust me when I say, when you squeeze these bad boys, the juice is flying. So you're looking at the 7 or the 15, and I also want you to know that we have auto delivery. So if you would like to lock into auto delivery, that will guarantee you another shipment that will come the same time, January of 2018. So you'll get one that will ship out on the 18th of this month, this year. And then the auto delivery will guarantee that you'll be one of the first to get the fresh Honeybells for 2018. So,
and that's the way it works.
That's the way it works.
The first shipment goes out to the auto delivery folks.
To all the auto delivery folks. So you're getting the first batch. And let me just say, this is a limited season. They're only offered at this time of year, and that will be kind of wrapping up, because there's only so much that Mother Nature can produce each year. So once we get to the end of the run, that's going to be it for the Honeybell. So M53749 is your item number. Ask for 7.5 pounds or the 15. And again, for auto delivery, that will guarantee that additional shipment for you. So while you're doing all the squeezing, I'm going to do some eating, if that's okay with you.
Yes, you know, we squeeze all these like this, and I got juice flying all over. My mother never let me play in my food, so I have a great time just doing that. But Honeybells are for eating.
This is so juicy. Wait. There's no paper towel. Doesn't matter, because I'm not done. So I'm just going to keep going.
And you know,
oh my gosh, they're so good.
I like to make a little smile like that. And then we take the knife and then we just cut it down
just a little bit. Cut on the side.
And a little bit that way. And then you have a handle just like that. And I don't call it eating Honeybells. I call it slurping.
Slurping it up. How can you describe this flavor? When you think grapefruit, sometimes I think tough and bitter. When you think tangerines, you think small and maybe chewy. This is tender and sweet and juicy, to the point where if you don't get the 15 pounds, you are going to be kicking yourself, because once we sell out of what we have, Alan, for the year, that's going to be it.
And they won't be back. When they're gone,
they're really, really gone.
2018.
Yep.
You know,
so good.
We all go to the grocery store, and we pick up some oranges, and we get them home.
We need another bib. Oh, thank you, honey.
You're welcome. I'm going to take mine to go.
Okay.
Okay. If this was smell-o-vision, you all would be just convinced from the smell.
Put this in front of you so you don't get this all over your
thank you.
shirt because you got another hour to go. Look at that. Good job. You got it all in your mouth. Oops. Spoke too soon. All right,
Thank you.
Pat.
A lot of folks like to just hang over the sink in the kitchen and slurp away.
They're so good. All right, so
You know, we all go to the store and we pick up some oranges and we bring them home, and sometimes we're pleased and sometimes we're probably maybe not so pleased. So let's compare
Okay.
a store-bought, and I've got a store-bought here. Let's compare this with a Honeybell.
okay. So this is for me to squeeze.
Okay.
All right. You want
All
me
right.
to do this one?
Yes, that'll be
All
great.
right.
And let me grab a glass here.
Okay.
And
So this would be the store bought.
Let's take a
Okay.
look at them and compare them
All
a
right.
little bit. You see the difference in the skin?
Store bought
Honeybell.
Honeybell.
Honeybell has a thin skin. It has to because there's so much juice in
Juice
there.
in
There's
there.
no room for skin.
And it's basically just enough skin to contain the juice is
Yeah.
basically what it's doing.
That's
And the
right.
other thing about it is the actual pulp itself in the Honeybell is so tender. I mean, how do you describe that? It just the hybrid of the two has produced such a delicious and tender, juicy meat on the inside. It's just delicious.
Yes.
All right, so now here's the squeeze test. Here's mine, which is a traditional store-bought orange, and there's some nice juice in here. That's not bad. This is what we've kind of come to expect. I'm using two hands because I'm trying to really make it look like, oh, I'm getting everything out. And Alan, that is all the juice I came out with.
And you see the difference in the color? The difference is what Mother Nature puts into this, which is natural sugar.
I apologize,
And
my
that's what
microphone's
gives
hit
it
my
that
bib.
rich red color.
And which one would you rather have to drink? I can tell you right now, it's definitely going to be the Honeybell. So once again, over 33,000 of these already spoken for this month. Is that what you said, Stan? 37,000 already this month. This is a limited growing season. They are from the orchard right to your door, and they will ship on January 18th. Oh, the 16th?
16th,
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry, the 16th, January
Oh, there-
16th.
there's our
There's the
warehouse.
warehouse.
Yep. And they're hand clipped, each one. We're taken to the packing house close to the Grove in Vero Beach and carefully hand packed and delivered right to you. And when you open that box in your kitchen, oh my, you'll smell
You can
that.
smell it as
terrific
soon as you walk over here.
One of the folks that runs the cameras walked over here the other day and she said, "Wow, that smell! My goodness, so sweet."
And our crew's mouth is salivating. Everybody's mouth is watering to try to get to sample these. A lot of folks are picking up on the 7.5 pound, which makes sense. If you want to really save an extra $10 and really have a nice assortment of Florida Honeybells for the season, then go for the 15 pounds. You save $10. And again, you get to enjoy this delicious juiciness. Don't forget to ask about the auto delivery. That will ship in your choice of either the 7.5 pounds or the 15 pounds right when we get them this year on January 16th. And then you'll get another shipment guaranteed. You'll be the first ones to get a shipment in January of 2018.
Yes. You were speaking just a minute ago, very correctly, about the way the juice is contained in here in thousands of tiny little sacks. If it wasn't for those tiny little sacks, the juice would be running around in here loose. Couldn't have that. And you said it exactly right. The little sacks are very tender and very delicate, and it only takes
A little
just
squeeze. Look at that.
a little bit.
Oh, man.
Isn't that something?
Alan, I want to take a straw on this cutting board and slurp it on up.
Until we slanted
You know what
it.
else I'll tell? I don't know how many years we've been doing Honeybells here. How many years have we been? 14 years. In 14 years, I have never been disappointed by one of the Honeybells that I've had. Every one that you slice open is as good as the last one. So again, guaranteed freshness right from the orchard to your door. Ask about the auto delivery if you want to. Your choice of 7.5 pounds or 15 pounds. Sir, it is always a pleasure getting juiced up with you. Thank you so much for being here, Alan.
What a great way to put it.
We have more coming up in Morning Q Live. As a matter of fact, can I walk this way for a second?